Welcome back to BNB Spoilers channel. Today we will learn about the captivating twists and emotional roller coasters awaiting us on The Bold and the Beautiful over the next 3 weeks, from May 5th to May 23rd. Prepare yourself for a whirlwind of heartbreak, unexpected alliances, and shocking revelations as Hope Logan's journey back to Forrester Creations unfolds. Bill Spencer makes a poignant vow to Liam Spencer, and Deacon Sharp stuns Brooke Logan with his bold ideas. We'll explore the intricate dynamics of these beloved characters, diving deep into their struggles, hopes, and the secrets that threaten to unravel their lives. Let's break down the drama week by week, with fresh insights and imaginative details woven into the fabric of this iconic soap opera. Week of May 5th to 9th, heartache and hope for Liam Spencer. The opening week of May delivers a gut-wrenching blow to Hope Logan as she uncovers the devastating truth about Liam Spencer's health crisis. In a tearful exchange at Forrester Creations, Steffy Forrester sits Hope down in the design office, surrounded by sketches of upcoming collections, and reveals the tragic news of Liam's diagnosed brain tumor condition with a grim, terminal outlook. The flickering light of a nearby desk lamp mirrors the dimming hope in their eyes as both women grapple with the weight of this reality. Their past rivalries and petty disputes over fashion lines and personal grudges evaporate in the face of this life-altering tragedy. Together, they forge an unspoken pact to set aside their differences, vowing to support Liam through this harrowing battle, ensuring he feels surrounded by love in what might be his final days. Meanwhile, across town at the chic Il Giardino, Deacon Sharp catches Brooke Logan off guard during a late afternoon coffee date. Amid the clinking of espresso cups and the murmur of other patrons, Deacon shares his unfiltered opinion on Hope's future. With a gleam of optimism in his eyes, he suggests that Hope and Liam should reunite, believing their shared history could reignite a spark. Unbeknownst to Deacon, Liam's dire prognosis casts a dark shadow over any such possibility. Brooke, privy to the heartbreaking news, struggles to mask her sorrow, her fingers tightening around her cup as she wrestles with whether to shatter Deacon's hopeful illusion or let him cling to it a little longer. Elsewhere, emotional currents run deep between Bill Spencer and Liam during a poignant father-son moment at the Spencer estate. Under the towering oak trees in the manicured garden, Liam confides in Bill about the inoperable mass in his brain, his voice breaking as he recounts the doctor's somber words. Bill, typically a titan of industry and control, is visibly shaken, his stoic facade crumbling as he pulls Liam into a fierce embrace. With unwavering determination, Bill pledges to scour the globe for a miracle, whether it's an experimental treatment in Zurich or a cutting-edge therapy in Tokyo. Armed with his vast resources, he promises to leave no stone unturned, even as Liam's weary expression betrays a flicker of doubt. Bill's resolve to fight for his son becomes a beacon of desperate hope, though the odds seem stacked against them. Week of May 5th to 9th, tensions at the Cliff House. Drama escalates at the Cliff House as Luna Nozawa makes an uninvited appearance, driven by a longing to mend her strained connection with Finn. The ocean winds howl outside as Luna steps into the minimalist, coastal-inspired living room, her heart pounding with a mix of trepidation and determination. Finn, however, remains resolute, his posture rigid as he gently but firmly rebuffs her attempts at reconciliation. The tension thickens like fog rolling off the Pacific when Steffi unexpectedly returns home, her designer heels clicking ominously on the hardwood floor. Catching Luna in mid-conversation with Finn, Steffi's icy glare could freeze the crashing waves below. A confrontation looms, with Steffi's protective instincts over her family clashing with Luna's desperate plea for understanding. Will this encounter explode into a full-blown showdown, or will cooler heads prevail? Week of May 12th to 16th, unexpected alliances and apologies. As we move into the second week, Luna finds an unlikely confidant in Sheila Sharp at a dimly lit diner on the outskirts of Los Angeles. Over greasy fries and bitter coffee, the two women bond over their shared frustration with Steffi's iron grip on Finn's loyalties. Sheila, ever the schemer, offers Luna cryptic advice on how to navigate Steffi's defenses, her words laced with a dangerous undercurrent of manipulation. Meanwhile, Luna's attention shifts momentarily to Will Spencer, who's grappling with his own romantic frustrations. At a trendy rooftop bar, Will vents to Luna about Elector Forrester's insistence on taking things slow physically, his impatience palpable in the neon glow. Luna, sensing vulnerability, might see this as a chance to pivot her affections, complicating an already tangled web of desires. Back at Forrester Creations, Hope takes a monumental step by offering a heartfelt apology to the Forrester family during a boardroom meeting adorned with fabric swatches and mood boards. Her sincerity, amplified by the emotional toll of Liam's illness, melts Steffi's lingering resentment. With a nod of approval and a rare, genuine smile, Steffi welcomes Hope's return to the company, marking a new chapter of collaboration. The atelier buzzes with renewed energy as Hope's designs are set to reclaim their place on the runway, symbolizing not just a professional comeback but a personal triumph over past conflicts. Week of May 19th to 23rd, Shattered Dreams and Worsening Struggles. The final week of our preview brings a somber shift for Brooke Logan, whose dreams of rekindling her romance with Ridge Forrester begin to crumble like sandcastles against the tide. At a lavish charity gala, whispers of Ridge's growing closeness to Taylor Hayes swirl through the crowd, each rumor a dagger to Brooke's heart. As the specter of Nick Marone's return in June looms closer, Brooke questions whether Ridge was ever truly hers to reclaim. When Ridge is spotted slipping a velvet ring box into his pocket, the possibility of a proposal to Taylor sends Brooke spiraling into doubt, forcing her to confront the painful reality that her future might lie elsewhere. Simultaneously, Liam's battle intensifies as his symptoms worsen, manifesting in dizzy spells and blurred vision during a family picnic at the park. The laughter of his daughters, Kelly and Beth Spencer, rings hollow as he struggles to conceal his pain behind forced smiles. The once vibrant playground swings become a backdrop to his quiet anguish, and the question of whether to reveal his illness to his young children weighs heavily. Each tender moment with them Kelly's sticky ice cream fingers, Beth's insistent tug for another story becomes a bittersweet reminder of time slipping away. Will Liam find the strength to share his truth, or will he shield them from the inevitable heartbreak for as long as he can? Next, we will learn about the exciting resurgence of a beloved dynamic on The Bold and the Beautiful as Catherine Kelly Lang opens up about Brooke Logan's upcoming reunion with Nick Marone. Fans are in for a nostalgic treat as Jack Wagner steps back into the role of Nick, promising to shake up Brooke's world and challenge her long-standing obsession with Ridge Forrester. This highly anticipated return, set to air on June 13th as reported by Deadline, has sparked buzz among longtime viewers eager to see how past flames will reignite. In this extended exploration, we'll dive into Catherine Kelly Lang's heartfelt reflections, the unique chemistry between Brooke and Nick, and the potential ripple effects on the Forrester-Logan saga. With new details and imaginative embellishments, let's uncover what this reunion means for the characters and the storyline. A blast from the past, Catherine Kelly Lang's reflections. In a candid and warm interview on Bold Live, Catherine Kelly Lang sat down with host Kasperzik to share her excitement about Jack Wagner's return as Nick Marone. The conversation, held in a cozy studio adorned with vintage B&B posters, transported Lang back to the early days of filming with Wagner. She described the experience as stepping into a time machine, where every laugh and shared glance felt like it was pulled straight from their iconic scenes of yesteryear. It was as if no time had passed at all, Lang mused, her eyes lighting up with fond memories. We sat there, swapping stories about forgotten moments, like that intense scene on the yacht where Brooke and Nick faced a storm together both literally and emotionally. Those memories flooded back, and it was pure magic. Lang also revealed a serendipitous real-life reconnection with Wagner at their shared gym in Los Angeles, a modern space filled with the hum of treadmills and the clink of weights. Spotting Wagner mid-workout, she couldn't resist playfully interrupting his routine, teasing him about old times while he caught his breath on a bench press. Amid their banter, Lang felt an electric spark, a remnant of the chemistry that once captivated audiences. "We're just fanning the flames of that connection we built years ago," she quipped with a mischievous grin, hinting at the on-screen fireworks to come. "This reunion isn't just a professional one, it's a reminder of a bond that transcends time, both for the actors and their characters." A shift in Brooke's heart, moving beyond Ridge. For years, Brooke Logan's narrative on The Bold and the Beautiful has been defined by her relentless pursuit of Ridge Forrester, a love story marked by passion, heartbreak, and endless cycles of reunion and separation. Whether it's a glamorous fashion show at Forrester Creations or a quiet moment in the Forrester Mansion's Rose Garden, Brooke's heart has always pointed toward Ridge, her destiny, as she often calls it. But with Nick Marone's return, the tides are turning. Lang hinted at a seismic shift during her interview, suggesting that Brooke might finally be ready to explore a different path, one paved with stability rather than the stormy drama Ridge often brings. "Nick offers something Ridge never could," Lang explained. "It's a quieter kind of love, one that grounds Brooke instead of constantly setting her world on fire." This potential pivot is not just a whim but a culmination of Brooke's evolving desires, especially after recent disappointments with Ridge's wavering commitments. Imagine Brooke standing on the balcony of her estate at dusk, the city lights of LA twinkling below, as she contemplates whether her heart can withstand another round of Forrester turmoil. Nick's re-entry into her life could be the anchor she's been subconsciously craving, a man whose adventurous spirit once complemented her own, yet now promises a safe harbor. This storyline twist offers a refreshing detour for fans who've grown accustomed to the Brooke Ridge merry-go-round, setting the stage for a love triangle that could redefine allegiances in the B&B universe. A unique dynamic, Brooke and Nick's unforgettable connection. Reflecting on the past, Lang emphasized the distinct dynamic between Brooke and Nick, a pairing that stood in stark contrast to her tumultuous romance with Ridge. Where Ridge brought high-stakes drama, think heated confrontations in boardrooms or grand gestures at international fashion events, Nick offered a partnership laced with spontaneity and raw adventure. Lang fondly recalled scenes where Brooke and Nick would escape to hidden beach coves, their laughter echoing against the cliffs as they sailed into the sunset on his boat, the Marone. Their connection was wild in a different way, Lang noted. It wasn't about power or legacy, it was about living in the moment, something Brooke desperately needed back then and maybe still does. Nick saw Brooke's untamed, free-spirited side, embracing her boldness in ways Ridge often sought to temper. Picture a flashback scene in a quaint seaside diner, where Nick challenges Brooke to a spontaneous road trip up the California coast, their shared excitement palpable as they toss aside responsibilities for a day of unscripted joy. Lang expressed a personal fondness for this dynamic, admitting she misses portraying that carefree aspect of Brooke. Reviving this relationship on screen, she believes, will not only thrill longtime fans but also allow Brooke to rediscover a part of herself that's been buried under years of Forrester family drama. This reunion isn't just a plot point, it's a reclamation of Brooke's multifaceted identity. Ridge's reaction, a storm on the horizon. Of course, Nick's return won't come without complications, particularly where Ridge Forrester is concerned. Lang playfully speculated that Ridge will have plenty to chew on once he sees Brooke gravitating toward another man. Brooke's always been so laser-focused on Ridge that this will throw him for a loop, she laughed during the interview, imagining Ridge's furrowed brow as he watches Brooke and Nick share a casual coffee at Il Giardino. Ridge, a man accustomed to being the center of Brooke's universe, is unlikely to take kindly to this development. His possessive streak might surface during a tense confrontation at Forrester Creations, papers and design sketches scattering as he demands to know if Brooke is truly moving on. This love triangle could place Brooke in an impossible position, torn between the magnetic pull of her past with Ridge and the comforting promise of a future with Nick. Will she stand her ground at a family gathering in the Forrester living room, the weight of everyone's expectations pressing down, as she defends her right to choose happiness on her own terms? The emotional stakes are high, and Ridge's reaction, whether it's jealousy masked as concern or outright anger, could push Brooke to make a definitive choice. Fans can anticipate heated exchanges and lingering glances, as this storyline tests the boundaries of loyalty and love in ways we haven't seen in years. Looking ahead, Nick's return on June 13th. As confirmed by Deadline, Jack Wagner will officially reprise his role as Nick Marone on June 13th, a date that promises to be a turning point for Brooke Logan. After years of chasing a relationship with Ridge that often feels like chasing a mirage, Brooke may come to a painful yet liberating realization: her current path might be beyond repair. Imagine her staring at an old photograph of her and Nick, tucked away in a dusty drawer, as she wrestles with the idea of letting go of Ridge for good. Nick's presence could be the catalyst she needs to close one chapter and open another, even if it means navigating the messy fallout with Ridge and the broader Forrester clan. This reunion storyline is poised to deliver nostalgia, romance, and conflict in equal measure. Will Brooke find the peace and security she seeks with Nick, or will Ridge fight tooth and nail to reclaim her heart? Picture late-night conversations at Nick's seaside loft, the sound of waves crashing outside as Brooke confides her fears and dreams, juxtaposed with Ridge plotting his next move under the harsh lights of his office. The possibilities are endless, and the emotional depth of this arc guarantees must-watch moments for B&B devotees. Next, we will learn about the emotionally charged developments on The Bold and the Beautiful as Steffy Forrester and Hope Logan face a heartbreaking reality that could finally bridge their long-standing divide. With Liam Spencer grappling with a terminal illness, a fragile truce between these two fierce women emerges as they navigate shared grief, the needs of their daughters, and lingering tensions at Forrester Creations. This storyline promises to tug at heartstrings, blending raw emotion with the potential for reconciliation. Let's dive into the intricate layers of this saga, enriched with fresh perspectives and vivid details, as we explore how Liam's condition might reshape relationships in Los Angeles's most iconic soap opera family. A heartbreaking secret revealed, Steffy takes the lead. In a poignant turn of events at the Forrester mansion, Steffy Forrester finds herself burdened with a devastating secret about Liam Spencer's health, a rapidly progressing brain tumor that offers little hope for recovery. While Liam, ever stoic, chooses to shield Hope Logan from this crushing truth, Steffy decides she cannot bear the weight alone. Under the soft glow of a chandelier in the grand living room, amidst family portraits that whisper of happier times, Steffy invites Hope for a private conversation. Her voice trembles as she discloses Liam's dire prognosis, each word a heavy stone laid upon Hope's unsuspecting heart. The revelation shatters the air between them, transforming their usual rivalry into a shared moment of vulnerability as tears stream down their faces, mirroring the rain pattering against the mansion's windows. Steffy's decision stems from a deep sense of duty, not just as Liam's co-parent but as someone who understands the profound bond Hope shares with him. She argues that with Liam's time slipping away, potentially mere weeks if no miracle intervenes, Hope deserves to know. Their daughters, Beth Spencer, Hope's child with Liam, and Kelly Spencer, Steffy's child with Liam, are at the heart of this choice. Steffy recalls a recent moment when Liam struggled to read Kelly a bedtime story, his vision blurring mid-sentence, leaving the little girl puzzled and full of questions. Without the truth, how can Hope explain such moments to Beth if Liam's symptoms worsen during a park outing or a cozy family dinner? Steffi's bold move risks Liam's wrath. He may storm into the room, his frustration palpable, but she stands firm, believing honesty is the only path forward in this tragic chapter. Tending to their daughters, a shared responsibility. The emotional core of this storyline lies in the impact on Beth and Kelly, two innocent souls caught in the shadow of their father's illness. Picture a sunny afternoon at a local playground, the air filled with children's laughter, as Liam falters while pushing Kelly on a swing, a sudden dizziness forcing him to grip the metal frame for support. Kelly's innocent query, "Why can't Daddy play today?" pierces Steffi's heart as she watches from a nearby bench. Similarly, Hope might face Beth's confusion during a quiet evening at home, where Liam's absence at their usual puzzle night leaves the little girl staring at the empty chair with a furrowed brow. Without understanding the gravity of Liam's condition, neither mother can fully prepare their daughters for the inevitable questions or the potential heartbreak ahead. This shared burden could be the catalyst for Steffi and Hope to set aside their differences. Imagine them sitting together on a park bench after such an incident, the autumn leaves swirling around them, as they exchange worried glances and agree to coordinate their explanations. Their daughter's need for clarity and comfort becomes a unifying force, urging them to prioritize empathy over enmity. Whether Liam's condition takes a turn for the worse or a glimmer of hope emerges through experimental treatment, the girls will need consistent support. Steffi and Hope, as the primary figures in their lives alongside Liam, must weave a safety net of understanding, ensuring Beth and Kelly feel secure even as their father's health falters.